Good morning, Vice President Smith. Thanks for seeing me.
Mr. Anderson.
I need to talk to you about a situation that has been allowed to exist for too long, in which our operations staff is segregated into two buildings. They can't communicate face-to-face with other teams in IT or easily participate in the kinds of dialogues that keep them connected to the mission of IT. This isolation disconnects them from their teammates in ops and has led to decreased job satisfaction. In addition, the equipment used in console operations is outdated and not even standardized. The environment is dingy and cluttered. Finally, women working in the console area are working alone. I'd like to see the teams relocated together with updated equipment.
Mr. Anderson, are you here to just tell me about your problem, or do you have a solution?
Well, like I said, Vice President Smith, the solution is to co-locate the teams.
I see. What is your plan, Mr. Anderson? Or are you just dumping your problem on me?
Plan?
Yes, plan.
Well,
I'm going to be as forthcoming as I can with you. Why should I invest in this so-called plan of yours, Mr. Anderson? Because the team will be happy? Nothing wrong with happy, Mr. Anderson. I suppose if I gave everyone a 20% raise, that would make them happy. But we can't really afford that, can we? So tell me, Mr. Anderson, how does this idea of yours help the business?
Well, I guess
Perhaps you should go now, as I have some data to analyze.
All right, Oracle. Goodbye.
Hey, Morpheus, you have a minute?
Sure. Have a seat. What's up?
Well, you know the idea I mentioned to you about co-locating my teams? Well, I just had a meeting with Vice President Smith about it, and it went terribly. She completely shot it down.
Shot it down how?
Well, all she could focus on was the plan and what are the business benefits. That's crazy. It's not that complicated. It's just about moving my teams together. The benefits are for the people.
I see. Remember that Strength Finders exercise we all did last spring?
Yeah.
Well, look, most of your strengths are in the relationship category, so it's not surprising that you're focused on the well-being of your people. But Anderson, you couldn't plan your way out of a paper bag. No offense.
None taken?
Think about it. You're great at your job, and your people love you because you're so aware of their needs and how to help them be successful. You're all about people and relationships, and this idea of yours is a perfect example. But let's look at it from Vice President Smith's perspective. She's split between executing strengths and strategic thinking. She has no strengths in relationships at all. If you want to be successful, go to her with the idea presented through her lens. That means you need a plan. And it means you need to present quantitative business benefits that justify the cost.
But I'm not good at that. Can you help? Like Vice President Smith, your strengths are all about strategy and execution.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue M&M, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red M&M, you stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the Strength Finders goes. I'm just kidding. Of course I'll help. But you really should take the red one.
You know who I was speaking with on the phone when you approached me? It was the Oracle. I mean, it was our sales rep from Oracle, but I like to call her the Oracle. And for some reason, she likes to call you Neo. And you know what she told me? She told me she believes in you, Neo, and I should believe in you too, and I do.
because, Neo, you are the one. You'll be successful because you must be. Do you believe you'll be successful?
I think I do.
Good. Now, let's get down to business. Let's start that plan. Step 1.
Ms. Smith, may I take a moment?
Mr. Anderson, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
First of all, you can call me Neo from now on. Now, about that idea I had for relocating operations.
Yes, Neo.
Here's a copy of my plan and financial model explaining why this would benefit the company. The key steps are 1. Secure and remodel a suitable physical space. 2. Configure a 21st century operational monitoring platform. And 3. Consolidate the teams for the future. The future. I'm calling out minimal costs here, and they would be for investing in remodeling space and purchasing standardized equipment. You can see here that we're reducing costs by having the specialized equipment racking built here rather than buying it on the market. Here you can see that costs are recouped in 6 months and are driven by productivity improvements and increased employee retention.
Impressive, Neo. But what about the data to support this plan of yours?
I've already sent you a copy of everything in matrix format. I thought you might like it that way.
As much as it pains me to admit it, Neo, I do. Now fly out of here and do whatever it is you do.
I can't do M&M's and Stroll and put my sunglasses on.
Morpheus.
I'm like, what am I doing?
Morpheus good.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
We're rolling.
All right. Okay.